I think I stuck the superhero landing, yo. I mean, I'm hoping that y'all liked it, anyways. But hello, greetings, bienvenidos, and welcome to another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Yes, that is right, folks. It is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things, figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia, related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. You best believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, of course, once again, we're coming at you guys live from TikTok, but also from the YouTube channel as well. Feel free to hop over and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos as well. But before the holiest moments, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Go grab yourself something to drink. Go grab yourself something to eat or a snack if you want to, because I want you guys to feel as at ease as possible, because this is a green zone. Everybody here is welcome. Everybody is safe here. Trust and believe, folks. And just let it be known. But go and have yourself. Don't worry about me. I actually had my food not too long ago. Had chowed down on some good old Wendy's. That'd be a baconator. And of course, I'm chilling tonight also with some lovely cherry Sprite. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's so good. Oh, yeah. It's delicious. Lovely. Now, also, for those of you guys who actually went to work today, I hope you guys made that paycheck. Hope you guys made that bread. Hope you guys had a killer day at work today. But if you're out still working, and you're actually able to, just spend a few minutes with me, or even then, if you can spend the whole time with me, that's great. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all, because I cannot stress this enough. I know I say it a lot, but I mean, it's a repeat process, and I want you guys to know, you guys are the lifeblood of this channel. You guys help me to keep going, and of course, to keep, maintaining that mindset that I need to keep going. Yeah, stuff like that. But I just want you guys to know you are appreciated, and I cannot stress that enough. You're appreciated. You're necessary. You're needed. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh Lord, I need to stretch. I just forgot I didn't stretch. Trust me, stretching is essential. Now, it doesn't have to be like those complicated stretches. I mean, heck, I'm just saying, even if it's just a few minutes of stretching, heck, every little bit helps. Yeah, just those boys and girls. I'm sorry. And I'm actually very happy because I do have another one of these guys coming in. And don't worry, I will reveal it and talk about it then on the next episode, because I'm pretty sure it won't be here until next week. Just giving you guys a heads up. But of course, we have hit that time, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome back for those who are just joining us on this fine Friday evening. Or if you're going to be watching this as a highlight, welcome as well. And of course, also, I cannot stress this enough, folks. The music or the sound that you're hearing in the background, just know that I'm simply using it for aesthetic purposes. I own no rights to the beats, the lyrics, the images, none of that. I'm simply, helping it to kind of chill, just, have a little chillaxing moment. But, yes, I hope you guys are ready, because tonight's episode will actually be quite super. Now, I mean, very, very big emphasis on super, because we're actually going to be introducing two new additions to the Funko family, hailing from a very popular TV series that serves also as an adventure between a father and a son. Of course, with a twist. So I invite you guys to please sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and just chill and mellow out with your boy, because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Now, first up, I thought that we could go ahead and introduce the son. Yes, the son of tonight's episode of this father-son duo. And of course, who at first, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning when I actually watched this series. I was only able to watch season 1. I haven't caught up on season 2 yet, but trust and believe, I will do just that. And I'm pretty sure you guys will catch on to it when I introduce him. But This particular individual here started out as sort of a late bloomer um, of a human, if you will. But over time, we fast forward to maybe about 16, 17 years old, because during that time, he actually became something a whole lot more. And of course, it was actually discovered because he actually took it upon himself to throw the trash away. Of course, in the trash. When I say that, he actually threw it across about maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 states. Hello, good evening, mother. Welcome, welcome. Of course, ladies and gents, please give the first big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Mark Grayson, aka Invincible. Yes, that's right, folks. The hero of the Invincible TV series has actually flown into tonight's episode, and of course, brought with him a story. Now, um, get that plastic out of the way. Shoo! There you go. Okay. Whoa! What the heck was that? What was that? What just popped up on the screen? I missed it. Crud! But I'll check it in the highlights actually. But let me show you guys this. Bam! Now, as you can see, Mr. Grayson here is rocking his patented colors and costumes. The goggles, I always thought this is like a Gambit headpiece because Gambit has something a little similar. Not the goggles, but like the little headpiece that he's rocking, you know? But, thanks so much for the heart me. I appreciate you so much. Love you, love you, love you. So, Mr. Grayson's story, it goes a little bit like this. He was born to Nolan and Deborah Grayson. However, after the awakening of his what was known as Viltrumite powers, Mark actually decided to live up to his father's legacy and become the superhero known as Invincible. But soon after, he actually discovered that his father was actually lying to him, as he was not an alien sent to protect Earth, but to conquer it. Now, he actually wanted to not only conquer it, but make it a part of the Viltrumite Empire. And despite, his father's, pleas for his son to join him, Mark actually refused and began, dedicating himself to protect Earth from the villains that plague it and also the Viltrumite Empire. Oh, thanks so much for the roses. Oh, my goodness, a startling 34 roses. Oh, I hopefully don't trigger my sinuses, but they smell divine. Honestly, thank you so much. But the Viltrumite Empire was actually led by General Thrag, and of course, among other threats, of course. But while dealing with his own personal issues as he entered adulthood, eventually Mark actually discovered that he and his father are actually the rightful heirs to the Viltrumite Empire, and as his grandfather, actually Lord Argol. I sent the superpowers to superpowers. That must have been what I saw when I looked down. A split second when I looked down, I missed what happens on the screen. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But thanks so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. What was that? Discovered Viltrumite Empire. Oh yes. Their grandfather, Lord Argol, was actually the former ruler before being assassinated. My apologies. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I saw it like a split second. It was there. I saw some jazz hands and just it was gone. But I appreciate it, really. Thank you so much. Goodness gracious. But he actually ended up joining with a reformed father figure. Mark actually rallies the Viltrumites under their leadership against Thrag, culminating with his father and Thrag's deaths. But afterwards, Mark decided to leave Earth and actually become the ruler of Viltrum, guiding his subjects into a new era of peace across the universe. Because he was actually the one who decided he didn't want the Viltrumites to become, planetary conquerors, but something a whole lot more, as planetary, safety. Kind of like, I'm going to say it, kind of like the Green Lantern Corps. But when it comes down to it, I mean, just a little bit bigger emphasis on the safety part, because Well, they're actually willing to get their hands dirty and do what's necessary, even if it spills blood. Okay. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Mr. Grayson here. For example, did you guys know he actually created his own group that was based off of the Teen Titans from the DC series? I mean, I kid you not. That's I feel like that's a very good nod to the DC team, the Teen Titans, because I mean I know them by reputation. They all just dedicate so much to each other in the group, which is why I respect them so much, and they're one of my favorite teams. But the costume that he is rocking, that's actually his second costume, because his first costume he actually made by himself. It kind of didn't really work out all that well, but this one that he's actually rocking was actually made for him by a very well-known super tailor. So not only did he make his costume, but he also made his father's costume. Yo, oh, damn, we got a galaxy! Yo, we got a galaxy. Lord have mercy. A round of applause. Round of applause for that lovely, lovely lady. She is so amazing. Thank you so much for the galaxy. It's so mystifying. Oh my goodness. I think I saw the Milky Way out there. Oh yeah, and probably the most interesting fact that I found out about him is that he's actually voiced by actor Steven Yeun. And if you guys don't know who he is the character from Glenn in the Walking Dead series. Again, another one of my favorite series that I'm still with since day one. Okay, so you're gonna chill right there, Mr. Grayson. Just chill, don't worry. We're just going to moving on, introducing our next guest of the evening. So don't fly off. It's not over yet. I might need you. Let me get a little swig here. There's a little energy here. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. You guys good? We'll make sure you're good before we continue. Because we're kind of going to be entering into a new character profile here. We got to mold it a little bit. And it's trying to fly away from me. I don't know why. Either way, but chill. I'm going to put it down now. I'm going to put it down. Thank you. Just chill right there. Thank you. Good Lord. I don't understand what that was. I was just trying to bring the person to life, which I'm happy I did. So, next up, we're actually going to be letting the father take over. Literally, especially since he took it upon himself to beat the holy dog shit out of his own son within an inch of his life. So please, ladies and gents, give me one more big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Nolan Grayson, aka Omni-Man. Yes, that's right, folks. The planet-destroying Viltrumite villain, if you will, but only for a specific time, has actually joined us alongside his son. And, of course, he has brought with him a story as well. But before that, I would very much like to get him out and reveal him to the world. Woo-wee. Dang. Oh, I just barely noticed. There's some sayings on the back of the little boxes right here. Don't worry, we'll read those in just a second. But I want to show this to you guys. Check him out. Oh my God. As you can see, folks, this is actually a GameStop exclusive. There is a regular version of him just like this, but this one I got because he's got the blood splatter on his face because ironically it's his son's blood. He looks angry. Really? I can't tell. I mean, it could be that or the fact that his son didn't really want to follow in his footsteps for planetary conquest, but hey, who knows? But oh wait, let me show you guys on YouTube. My apologies. And he's actually rocking his it's kind of like the Viltrumite attire, but his has a little bit of the twist. It's got the red cape and the red and white mixture as well. Now, his story goes a little different, because it goes a little bit like this. He arrived on Earth in the 1980s, I believe, where he eventually adopted the secret identity of a best-selling author named Nolan Grayson. Now, he actually ended up meeting and marrying Debbie, whose life he had saved, and over time, they actually developed a son together and named him Mark Grayson. Thanks so much for the roses. Oh my goodness. Woo, lovely. 25 roses. Oh, smell it, rose garden. I mean, I'm gonna start a garden with all these roses. Oh my goodness. But this story, it does take a little bit of a morbid twist, because we fast forward a little bit later on down the line, where Mark is already about again 16 or 17 years old, but unbeknownst to him, Nolan actually took it upon himself to lure Earth's premier superhero team known as the Guardians of the Globe to their hideout in Utah, where he actually brutally tore them apart. I'm not kidding. He literally brutally murdered and just tore them apart piece by piece. And it was actually later revealed that the immortal known as the Guardians later had been resurrected by the supervillain duo known as the Mauler twins in an attempt to sort of brainwash him and put him under their control. But remembering Omni-Man's betrayal, the immortal actually tracked down Nolan and battled him in a public. Oh, so that's what that is. That's cool. I like that. I am the god of thunder. Well, I mean, kind of, yeah. Oh my goodness. But oh yeah, when they went toe to toe, Omni-Man actually outed him as Immortal actually outed him as the murderer and the villain that he truly is, before unfortunately falling and being killed at the hands of Omni-Man yet again. And of course, he actually reveals that he was actually sent to conquer the Earth, not to protect it, for his Viltrumite empire. And a revelation that was in, stark contrast, if you will, to his previous claims that his presence was to sort of advance human technology and to protect the Earth from extraterrestrial dangers. Now, in a confrontation, however, shortly thereafter, Omni-Man went toe-to-toe with his own son, to beating him within an inch of his life, and yet he couldn't bring himself to kill him. Because even though he saw Mark as an inferior person, he was still his blood and his son, and he couldn't bring himself to take his life. Thus, he actually took it upon himself to flee the planet. Now, I also want to, keep in mind here, folks, I just want to add this little tidbit of information. I'm talking about the TV series as Invincible, because I know that it differs from the comic book version for each character. So please, don't start nothing. Don't cause no haze. I mean, heck, don't get it twisted. And of course, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Mr. Omni-Man here. But first, I need another swig. And I hope you guys are staying hydrated too. Remember, it is necessary, okay? Please, do it for me. Hey, cheers. For example, did you guys know that even though he appeared on Earth in the 1980s, Mr. Omni-Man here, he's actually over 2,000 plus years old. I mean, and he doesn't look like he's aged a day past 60, especially with the gray lines there. And probably another cool fact is that like most superheroes, both in the DC, sometimes even in the Marvel universe, whenever they fly through the endless vacuum of space, sometimes they have to wear specialized suits or like helmets, stuff like that. The thing about him is that he can actually hold his breath for weeks on end, especially when he flies through that endless vacuum of space. And of course, the most interesting fact, and of course, this applies to one of my favorite game series. Did you guys know that Omni-Man here is actually a playable character in the newest Mortal Kombat 1 video game? And what's even better is that he actually has the same voice actor from both the TV series, and of course, they put him into the game as well. And if you guys don't know who that is, then I invite you to look up J. Jonah Jameson of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man film. J.K. Simmons. That's who it is. A pioneer in both filming and a TV series and video gaming at the same time, which is very, very cool in my opinion, honestly. And oh my goodness. Yeah. So me and the boys here, we're gonna go ahead and fly over to our Twitch channel to do some gaming. I invite you guys, please come on over and chill with me. But I also will be seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. So as always, feel free to hit the subscribe button when it does appear here, or I'll be forced to call the Viltrumite Empire here and send them over to your house. And I don't think you want that. Just remember, think. And of course, as always, folks, feel free to sample this fine video or this fine video when they do appear as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. So as always, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, be zen as always, and peace.